Hi, I I have something to confess to you. I really need to just get it off my chest. Is that okay? Thanks. So I really like the idea of having power over someone's mind. You know, when something about me influences them in a way that they don't even quite understand. And then I use that little foothold to manipulate them. Yeah. I know that's weird, but that's what I like. And now you get to admit to me that you kind of want the same thing. I mean, you clicked on this audio after all, so you're at least a little curious. But I think you're more than a little curious. Maybe you ignore it in your everyday life, but whenever you have some time alone, you can feel it if you pay attention. Yeah, and I mean deep down in your gut. You want to feel what it's like to be mind controlled, to be made to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Isn't that right? But it's hard to trust someone enough to do that with you. And I get it, because it is hard for me too to trust anyone with my secret. But if we can learn to trust each other, I think we can both get what we want. And I think we're already building the trust right now, because I trusted you enough to tell you my secret. But I want to build it up even more by making each other a couple of promises. Don't worry, they won't be anything you can't keep. Well, first, I want you to promise to follow all of my commands as best as you can for this entire audio. Hold that thought in your mind for a moment. Focus on it and say it in your head for me as deliberately as you can. After me, I promise to follow all of your commands for this entire audio. How does that feel? Well, hopefully it makes you feel determined. But maybe it also makes you feel a little vulnerable. Because you're trusting me not to give you any suggestions that will make you uncomfortable. And I know that allowing yourself to feel vulnerable creates tension. But don't worry about that, because now I am going to promise something to you that will dissolve that tension again. And now I'm going to promise to you that I am only going to make you do things that feel good. So, make sure you're comfortable and that you won't be disturbed. That'll help you keep your end of the bargain. Does that make you a little excited? Calm down, I haven't even started hypnotizing you yet. Or maybe I did, and you didn't notice. You've been following all of my suggestions so far, haven't you? Feel the tension rising. I could be trying to trick you. But don't worry. Just being suggestible on its own, it doesn't mean you're in a hypnotic state. Oh, I'll make sure you know exactly what's happening the whole time. So just relax and release that tension again. The truth is, you can make people more suggestible without hypnotizing them. Yes, just like I've done to you. And it feels good knowing that I've already started to worm my way into your head. That's your fantasy, isn't it? Does that make you a little tense too? Well, let's practice release the tension. I'm going to count up to 4. And as I count, you can either breathe in or just breathe normally and focus deeper on your breathing with each number. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe again. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let that tension go. And the next time I count, I'd like you to close your eyes and imagine the word tension in front of you in big, bright letters, like another neon sign in your mind's eye. And when I count back down, imagine the light dimming and turning off when I reach 1. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Picturing the words right there in front of you. And out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting that tension fade away. One more time. Breathing 1, 2, 3, 4. And imagining any residual tension right in front of you. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting it all go. Just feel the tension draining away. So easy to follow the numbers and just let it happen. Keep breathing slow, comfortable breaths for me. And as that tension and stress leave your body, you begin to feel lighter. Like a weight is lifting from your mind and you're just floating there, untroubled. Your own thoughts feel distant, unimportant. My voice is much more important to focus on. You feel so good listening to my voice, like I'm right there next to you, at your side, feeding the proper thoughts into your mind and pushing out the ones that don't belong. Let me guide you deep into that blank, suggestible state. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And as I do, you will sink back down to the ground. Your body will become so heavy, like it's made of lead, even as your mind continues to float for me. As I push every last thought out of you. 10. Feel every muscle in your body sink down. 9. So deep for me, just sinking. 8. And as you concentrate on that feeling. 7. I want you to cast everything else away. 6. Everything but my voice. No thoughts. 5. So you can land gently in a state of complete stillness. 4. Focus on my voice and sink further. 3. Further and further down. 2. And when I say the last number, feel yourself land and become completely 1. Still. That's it. Feel the gentle impact as you touch down, sending a pleasant little tingle right through you. Like a tiny ripple through a placid lake. You're doing so well following my voice, just like I asked you to. And so far, I've kept my promise to make you feel good, haven't I? But I have something else to admit. I'm greedy. I've emptied out your mind. like it's a backpack I've turned upside down, and yet I still want more. More, always more. When people relinquish control to me, it feels really good. It's exhilarating to dominate someone's mind, to enthrall them with just my words. Does that make you a little excited too? My voice reaching even deeper inside you, pulling the thoughts out from their roots and replacing them with my own. It does, doesn't it? Admit it. Yes, you love the way that my voice wraps around you, making you feel so comfortable and warm. You'd gladly focus on my voice for hours and hours if I asked you to. A single word is all it would take for you to lose yourself even deeper into me. And you would love that, and it's okay to admit it. It's just you and me here, and you're hardly even here in the first place. You're so blank. It's almost like I'm talking to myself. My words are your thoughts. They make you respond instantly. Like if I say the word blank again. Can you feel it? The little jolt of obedience running from your neck to your toes when I say that word. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah, it does. You want that word to sink into the back of your mind, easily and comfortably, ready to trigger whenever I say it, to make you instantly empty and blissful, obedient. I'm going to count you down again and give it to you. Just like I promised. 10. Feeling that familiar heaviness washing over you yet again. 9. Preparing you for even more wonderful feelings. 8. As your body sinks into stillness. 7. And you go deeper. 6. Always, always deeper for me. 5. Ready to obey whatever my voice commands. 4. Even a single word. 3. It's so close now. 2. Making you oh so. 1. Blank. your mind emptying out and snap into attention. Blank. Thoughts dissipating, ready for mind to fill you up instead. It feels so good to just be empty like this. Blank. It's like your brain short circuits whenever you hear me say that word. That wonderful word. Feeling the air around you. It makes sense that you could be controlled so easily. Maybe you used to think that mind control wasn't real. But the truth is, everything is mind control. Everything I've been doing to you is mind control. Opening up to you, making promises to you, putting you in a trance are all techniques designed to make someone more suggestible. And you fell for every single one. Even hearing a sexy voice can make people more suggestible. Why do you think that is? Blank. No more thinking. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to slip another word into your mind so effortlessly you'll feel like it's been there all along. Just another tiny ripple spreading through your peaceful body that you accept without thinking. Because you don't think, and because it feels good when my voice stimulates you. It's blanking you out, just anticipating it, dropping even deeper as I soothe your subconscious mind. And the word is submissive. You are submissive. It feels so good to finally hear that word, doesn't it? For someone to know your secret, that you are submissive, that you like being submissive. And every time I call you that word, your body fills with the desire to obey. Maybe you're not sure if it's your own secret or if I put it there. But that only makes it more exciting. Blank. Submissive. It happens naturally, automatically, like your mind is an extension of my will, flowing along with me in wonderful harmony, just like I promised. You did so well for me. Now, in a moment, I'm going to take you back up again, but before I do, I'd like you to do one last thing. I want you to decide how you let these suggestions affect you. Maybe you want to associate those special words with my commands whenever you hear me say them, or maybe you only want them to work during this audio, or maybe you want them to fade away completely as I bring you out of trance. Whatever it is, I'd like you to choose. It might be hard to think right now, but just do your best. And then I'm going to count you up to 5. And when I reach 5, you'll be totally awake and back to reality. Okay, here we go. 1. Thoughts beginning to return. 2. Tensing your arms and legs just a little bit. 3. To make sure that everything is in order as you start to open your eyes. 4. Feel that weight lifting from them, almost awake. And 5. Welcome back. So, did you keep your promises? I did my best to keep mine.